The XRP Ripple group is glad. Online, the dates for the end of the hearing against the safe have been leaked. The most exciting day is tomorrow when the hearing ends. It wasn't expected, right? It's finally here. It's been 5 years since we last saw this. This is a clear sign that prices are going up. A lot of people think the XRP Ripple coin could reach $3,380.00. That's pretty cool, right? Watch the whole thing. Okay, let's get right to it. Hey, get to the point, please. Please read this. There are new rumors that the long-running court case between Ripple Labs and the SIC may be almost over. This has the XRP community holding their breath once more. This new excitement started with a tweet from crypto expert Bale on July 14. Bale wrote in his post that the SEC was planning a big vote for July 17 that could mean the case against Ripple is thrown out totally. The idea gave a lot of people who own XRP or are interested in cryptocurrencies hope that there will soon be a clear answer. Oh, and no governor. He said that now might be a big time for XRP. Another story said that this meeting behind closed doors might be the last thing that needs to be done to end the XRP case for good. Social media users quickly shared the story, which fed their long-held desire for an end to a case that has been going on since December 2020. There isn't much proof, but there is a lot of talk. There is no official link in Bale's tweet, and the SEC hasn't said anything in public to confirm that there will be a vote on Ripple. People in the neighborhood aren't sure what's going on because it's so quiet. Some people say that the meeting on July 17 is just another Sunshine Act meeting, which is a regular part of the SEC's internal schedule where different regulatory problems are discussed, usually behind closed doors. It's the normal Thursday meeting, wrote a user named Merle the Pearl. This suggests that the event is normal and might not have anything to do with Ripple. Some were more straightforward. It looks like this nonsense is posted every week, every Sunshine meeting. You'll believe what the SEC says. Stop posting crap to get attention, Third Up wrote on Twitter. It's getting old. A lot of people are angry about what they see as a loop of false claims that make noise but don't lead anywhere. Rocket Monkope agreed with the question and said, please link. The only date that works for this is August 15th. I always think that what you say is crazy. The SE hasn't written anything that makes it sound like the Ripple case will be brought up at the July 17 meeting, let alone talked about. There are times when Sunshine Act meetings are about how to sue people, but they aren't generally advertised with specifics unless an announcement needs to be made public. As of right now, there are no meetings about Ripple on the SEC's public calendar, and there has been no public notice in the federal docket that a case is over. The case is still important, though. In fact, it's not true. Since the beginning of the crypto business, this case between the SEC and Ripple has become one of the most important ones. The question of whether XRP should be seen as a safety is right there. Which group it fits into could have big effects on a huge number of, and also work on other crypto projects besides Ripple. Alyssa Torres, a judge in 2023, said that XRP, which is bought and sold on public markets, is not a security. Ripple won a lot with this. That choice was very bad for the SEX case and shocked the whole crypto market. The chief legal officer of Ripple, Stuart Alderott, has been very clear about the SEX strategy. He said the CC had lost because of the law and the truth. Politics are the only thing left. In general, that statement shows how angry crypto companies are. The US's rules, which aren't always clear and don't always follow the same rules. Ripple has kept getting bigger and making new connections all over the world, mostly in Latin America and Asia. For now, though, the case makes it hard to see how the project will work in the US market. Is the end finally in sight? It's possible, but not certain. It's thought that the CC might be ready to give up on a fight it's losing, as shown by Bale's tweet. People in the community want things to stop. The July 17th rumor is still just that, a rumor, until the SEC says something in public, the docket is changed, or a judge gives an order. But everyone is talking about this. People who work in the area and are experts are sure that Ripple will win while the SEC stays quiet. A lot of people think that the end of this case will be very good for XRP. If the crypto market grows very quickly, it could cause a lot of trouble. Be careful, because the next thing that happens could blow your mind and make a lot of people's lives different. Now, trial drama isn't the only thing that gets people excited about XRP. A lot of people think the token is going to make a big step forward, which is making the trend stronger. The teen one on social media, cautious trust has turned into full-on conviction. The tweet said, "Steph, you're about to get rich." Jack the Rippler said even more, "Major XRP breakout achieved. Prepare to become wealthy." There are now even more people singing along. The XRP Avengers said there would be. It's not just people who have been watching XRP through its ups and downs and regulatory fog who feel this way. As word has spread, it's based on some very brave study. The 5 Blairs, who were well known in the area, made one of the most talked about forecasts. Even the most hopeful XRP users were shocked by what they said about the future. He thinks that 10,000 XRP could be worth $338 million, 0 cents one day, if each token is worth $3,380, 0 cents. XRP was worth $2.20 when he made this guess. The more the price goes up, the harder it is to ignore his story. Because XRP is useful in the real world and it can settle huge amounts of value all over the world, that's how he came up with his guess. The Blairs say that XRP is already about $13 trillion, 0 cents is moved every year, and there are 60 billion tokens in circulation. Transactions happen at a speed of 10. He says that XRP's price would have to go up a lot to keep up with the demand. If it starts to settle between $100 trillion, 0 cents, and even $2, 0 cents, quadrillion per year. This is something that could happen if a lot of companies start to use it. He didn't think that a 1,500x rise was just a wild guess. He saw it as a good way to make XRP useful. People who have long seen XRP as more than just a speculative asset are more and more likely to make this kind of forecast. At first glance, it may seem too optimistic. They think it will be very important for the future of money. It's good when people like Eduardo Fina come out. Farina has always said that XRP is a long-term investment that will pay off. There is no one else like him around, not to make quick money, but because he thinks the way the world's financial system works will change. He tells people to be patient and to buy and hold at least 10,000 XRP. 10,000 XRP tokens are worth just under $30,000, 0 cents right now. The same amount of money could be used to roof and go over $33 million, 0 cents, if Blair's plan works. With as little as 1,000 acres XRP, you could reach a future worth $3,380,000, 0 cents. People with 50,000 tokens, which are worth more than $169 million, 0 cents, have even more to lose. Still, it's not clear if this level of growth will happen. However, people are more excited than ever to see what could be the biggest rise in a token's history because they believe in its unique design and purpose and what the predictions are based on about info. The XRP army doesn't just believe what they read anymore. They're getting together because they believe XRP is going to change things greatly in a deep way, not just officially. Things are starting to fit together. The buildings, the people,